Well, hello traders. Hope you're doing wonderful today. I'm just doing a weekly analysis update on what I expect to see this week. Sorry I didn't give out the analysis during the weekend, but I gave my reasons why on the last video. Today is on Tuesday because it's past midnight my time zone. So I'm going to give out an update on 3-4 pairs maximum for now, and going to update you on a trade I promised you. I posted a reel about it. By the way, today we have crossed the $1 million profit mark. Yeah, I'll overlay the thing on the screen so you can see it. We crossed the $1 million profit mark today on their account, so congratulations to us. Love you guys, and hope you'll always stick around. We both benefit. I both trade and give you setups, and everyone wins. So I'll start with gold. No, let me start with DXY. So I'm updating you from last time, last week's weekly update. So on DXY, I told you guys this is going to be the simple setup. We are going to, prices will go for this previous weekly low over here. That's where the damn money is. It's the DO, the draw on liquidity. I told you we'll have this, but we'll have this draw on liquidity. So markets are moving perfectly, and we are headed towards that area. So prices moved earlier than expected, because I expected maybe NFP this week to push prices there, something, because remember this week is a new month, first Friday of every month we have NFP. So prices have moved quite early, so we might hit the trendline liquidity even before NFP. So yeah, that will be good for us. We'll wait on that trade. We'll see how DXY behaves, because it helps us formulate other trades. For the most important pair to me is gold. I want us to have a microscopic view of gold ahead of this coming week, so we can know where this pair is going. So this on the 2-4 hour time frame. Last time I told you guys, the last week I gave you an analysis, I told you that on the 4 hour time frame we have broken our trend line, and what we expected was a lot of sales to be here, and just played out so perfectly, because I told you this is the trend line retest. So prices are coming here. This ICT order block, by the way, pushed price, as I told you last week. I hope it will push prices up to this area. We might have a small sell off, which will be countered by a huge sell off to the upside, where we shall rebalance price. But before we get into that, last week I told you guys that the trend line retest, so I just marked it out. I told you guys I won't trade it because it's risky for me, but it played out perfectly, as I told you. So DXY played perfectly, gold played perfectly. I told you guys, mark out this zone, watch out for this zone. Prices will behave in a certain way, and they have. So let's go to the daily real quick. What do we see on the daily? So on the daily we have this low. It's a doll.p, meaning potential. The P is potential. It's a drawn liquidity, but a potential drawn liquidity. So what we got to see is we had this last down closing candle holding price here. It was an ICT order block. If you go on the 1 hour time frame, it's an ICT order block, and it's held price. So we need to figure out where the next expansion is going to be. As you know, we make money in expansion, and we lose money in consolidations. So we want to focus on the expansions. Based on recent market formations, gold has provided two possible scenarios. But between these two possible scenarios, one has more odds of happening over the other. So one is either prices go and hit this potential drawn liquidity. Second is prices go up to rebalance price, up above this down closing candle, prices to go above. It's a it's a zero-sum game, and hence an equal distribution of buyers and sellers. Now in the daily time frame, based on last 2 weeks structure formations, currently gold is bearish towards a possible drawn liquidity, which is this possible drawn liquidity below this one, after sweeping the high, the all-time high. We know up here we swept the all-time high, the liquidity there. So gold is this current bearish bias of gold is validated by daily market shift illustrated somewhere there. But there's something to note. This move is like a market reversal, as the general trend is still bullish, but it has provided us with some insight to reverse, so we must adapt and follow the trend. Okay, the reversal has not been validated on the weekly time frame, only the daily provided validation. Current price is at a bullish area of liquidity in the daily, so our idea here before heading to our draw of liquidity is to see prices rebalance upwards before more sales, and that's exactly what I told you last week. Expect prices to come here, sell a bit, then prices will shoot up to a premium PD array, so going to rebalance price before more sellers. Maybe, you know, we shall see more sellers who will push prices down. If price continue falling without rebalancing, we keep monitoring internal structure formations and catch a continuation. Okay guys, so based on just be advised that, you know, we have to monitor price very carefully now and position ourselves perfectly, since current formations in the market provide equal bias for both buyers and sellers. Okay, remember, the trend is always your friend until the market proves you otherwise. Okay, so let's move away from gold. So gold, that's all I'm going to talk about for now. No setup, no nothing. Let's move to Great British Pound. No, it's euro. Great British Pound. There's a good setup there. Might give you guys potentially this good setup. Let's move to the 2-hour time frame. So my idea on this trade is you take this trade, one prices already tapped. On some brokers there's already a week, but on some brokers this week doesn't exist. So maybe this is some trendline liquidity, because on my personal broker there's no that week into this area yet. So maybe this is a trend line formation. Then we have a manipulation which will enter here. Imagine this low is once prices close below this low, it's an invalid trade, but monitor this trade. We can enter on confirmation anywhere, even here, but my preferred entry will be prices to enter here and show me order flow change, and I'll immediately take that trade targeting the upside. This area, it's a huge swing trade, and you know guys, I love swing trades, so that's something to keep an eye on. I've given you a trade for the week, so monitor it my guys, monitor. And also, maybe is there a wyckoff somewhere here, because preliminary AR, will we call this a spring, this one? So maybe last point of demand or something, then we take off. So yeah, monitor that trade very carefully. Then I want to break down a trade I took today. It was on US Tech. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. This you know, I've been focusing on macros and all that. So the last trade we took was yesterday, 3rd, but before that we had this trade. I've broken it down in one of my videos, but I was looking at a point of interest also where this trade was, and we found a good entry. So during New York session, Almost made $500,000 on this trade. Perfect trade. Figures don't lie, you see. Figures don't lie. So same concept as I told you guys. I trade the 9 a.m. to 10:30 window, and that's where I look for my trades. So we had accumulation here, manipulation, then after manipulation during this window, the 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. window, as soon as prices close this side, we tend to see a distribution to the downside. So I saw on the 1 minute we tapped into a higher PD array here, and there was a breaker block. If you go to the 1 minute, we're in the 5 minute, there's a breaker block here. Took that trade off that breaker block, swinged to the downside and swinged till here. I closed out, actually I think on this week is where I closed out my trades. Otherwise I would have held, I would have broken even and continue holding my positions. I would have maybe gotten $1 million instead of half of that. And this is purely ICT, quarterly theory, you know, so stuff to look at. And you know, if you get to see this first deviation, just look at that. Prices wicked, closed below and wicked. That's why most of the time you'll always see I re-enter trades here. On this first deviation, I re-enter trades. So it's something to keep an eye on. I love this strategy personally, and yeah, I'll always take trades on this strategy. It plays out every, we can say 3 to 4 times a week, because this day it didn't play out, but same trade played out here. You get to see, sorry for that, same window, 7:30. This is from 9 a.m. to 10:30, same window here. Found a breaker block here, and you know, we took that trade. It's explained in my previous analysis. You see, it just plays out on US. You can trade it on US 100, US 500, Euro USD, or Great British Pound USD. Very good trades. And yeah, let's look at this pair. What has it been doing? Told you guys, I told you guys, what did I tell you? This accumulation here from last week's analysis, I told you guys prices will sell off from here, because here this was a manipulation. Whatever you see here, this POI from October last year 2023 held price, and people who know I am still in this trade, I'm holding 10% of the positions, and so far we are almost entering our support. So we expect to see the next high low being made and prices shoot to the upside. So here is the buy entry areas. Oh, and remember, this was our first trade ever. So first trade here, second trade, and you know, we are still holding this. And I told you guys that this area, same way it played out on Euro USD, this area is really pivotal. Prices do this. Prices come here, manipulate above, come below, come retest the area for some reason, and then prices will always drop down. And I told you guys, if you found a good entry, you would have re-entered. I didn't want to re-enter the trade because I already have 10% secured, 90, have 10% running. So pending orders here, wait for price to come, give us a confirmation, guys, and we long this trade to the upside. I've given this trade 2 months ago now. Gave it on the fourth month. We broke this trade down, dissected it. That's why I tell you guys, I love swing trades. This is our range target. Patient pays end of the day, and you get to see, you know, such a good setup play out. And hope you guys will capitalize on this trade. And yeah, let's look at Bitcoin, by the way, before I end the stream. What's Bitcoin doing? I gave trade here, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is just been accumulating. You can get to see this. It's just playing around this range, And maybe it's something I like, because what did I tell you guys? I told you guys prices will come from here. Prices will either come here or up here and get rejected, and we have seen rejection. So maybe this is accumulation, then we have manipulation to the downside, then distribution to the upside.
Incoming mail.
Watch about this is a market maker buy model, so I broke it down in my previous analysis. So if you're watching it, keep on watching it, but I'm also watching it, so it can play out like this. This is accumulation, then maybe we have manipulation below manipulation, then maybe we have distribution to the upside, targeting the buy stops. Patient pays, guys, just be patient. So accumulation, manipulation, maybe, then distribution. So something to watch about. Remember, this is a protected low, so you can always just place your stop loss there. Chances are almost impossible for your stop loss to get hit, but always wait for confirmation. So something to watch for in the coming weeks. Remember, I think I've seen somewhere that the ETF, Bitcoin ETF for Australia, will be approved on CoinDesk or something. I'm not sure. I think I saw it just a few moments ago. So we need such news to create momentum in this Bitcoin market right now. Guys, later. Cheers.